What the what is going on? What is going on? Y'all know what it is. The WNBA, the gift that keeps on giving. This is wild work. The WNBA are about to start taking money away from rookies that refuse to work out at the new WNBA draft combine. This is crazy. The WNBPA have turned down the offer from the WNBA on the $1 million base salary. This is wild work. We got to get into this. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, hype the video. We got to get into this. This is crazy. I cannot believe some of the things I am reading. Let's start with this one. WNBA owners, are y'all crashing out? Are y'all, wait, what's going on? What is going on here, man? Okay. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. WNBA is proposing a pre-draft combine in the latest CBA negotiations. And I quote, players that are invited and elect not to participate without an excused absence would have their salaries reduced. What? This is crazy. This is craziness, bruh. The owners are not playing games. They're not playing no more. Here it says, this is in The Athletic. We're going to get into the article. The league salary structure proposal will result in players receiving less than 15% of total league revenue. That plus news on nearly 10 more proposal items, including a proposed draft combine. Yo. I was hoping this would be done before the 6 weeks thing. This thing might not get done at all. Here we go. WNBA CBA proposal includes mandatory draft combine, new revenue sharing model. Let's get into the article. As the WNBA and the Players Union pursue a new collective bargaining agreement, sources with knowledge of the negotiations told The Athletic the league believes it has delivered a salary structure based on revenue rather than being fixed in the CBA. The latest proposals from the WNBA allow compensation to rise with increased revenue tied to salary cap to revenue growth and feature massive jumps in player compensation. However, sources said the WNBA's current salary structure proposal will result in the players receiving less than 15% of total league revenue. That percentage would decrease over the life of the CBA based on the league's revenue projections. The WNBA is proposing a system in which portion of league revenue will be shareable, with 50% of the proportion going to the players. Sources with knowledge of the negotiation said how that metric is determined is unclear, but it will result in a projected $1.2 million of total compensation for max players in the first year of that agreement, with that figure expected to rise significantly. Average compensation in 2026 is projected to be at least $500K under the new league proposal. All right. So this is a bunch of salary cap stuff, right? I want to get to this. This is where I want to get, right? This is what Wnbpa had to say. I don't feel like there's any cultivation of a culture of trust. WNBPA president, 14-year veteran who plays for the Seattle Storm, told The Athletic on Wednesday, "We don't feel valued in these talks as they stand today. I feel like we've been heard but not listened to, and I'm hoping that changes in this 40-day extension because what we want to do is get a good deal done." Though discussions around the new CBA have primarily focused on a salary system, other matters have been addressed in proposal exchanged between the league and the players union. Here's the state of the talks on some other critical topics. Draft combine. So, the NCAA tournament happens and then they just draft players because it's so close. They want to have an actual combine like the NFL, like the NBA, but theirs is going to be a little more strict. We have to get into that. The WNBA has proposed holding a draft combine in the offseason to be eligible for the draft. Invited players will be required to participate in the league's proposal based on rookie contract salaries of invited players who did not participate without an excused absence will be reduced by half. If you don't go to the combine, they will take half of your rookie earnings. That is nuts. That is insanity. That is insanity. The WNBA's proposal comes as the NBA bargained a combine clause into its latest CBA in 2023. The NBA and Wnbpa agreed that all players invited to the combine must attend and participate or be ineligible to be drafted until the first subsequent draft for which the player attends and fully participates, with some exceptions. In the NBA's agreement, participation includes league medical examinations and sharing medical history, as well as taking parts in various drills, team interviews, and media circuits, among other assessments. So if you don't participate, so if you don't have an injury that is keeping you out of this, if you don't have something serious, it is mandatory that you partake in this WNBA draft combine, or else they can take 50% of your monies. This is wild. The WNBPA has proposed eliminating the core designation, the WNBA's proverbial franchise tag. As of now, the league has rejected the idea. The union is broadly looking to eliminate team-exclusive negotiating rights. Whether the core is part of the new agreement is also relevant to the expansion draft rules, as previous expansion drafts have included regulations regarding the number of core players. The league also seeks to limit the number of guaranteed contracts teams can offer players. Currently, teams have a limit of 6 veteran-protected contracts. The union is looking to remove the per-team limit. So they want teams to be able to protect as many veterans as they want, which is wild, too. Rookie scale contract. Man, there's so many things that are... let's get into this right here. Housing and cars. The league has removed team-issued housing from its proposals. Players are currently provided either team housing or a monthly housing stipend, which varies by team market. The housing stipend in Las Vegas, for example, was $1,100, and it was $2,600 in New York. Meanwhile, the players have sought to include housing costs as a benefit covered in the players' portion of the revenue sharing system. The league has also proposed eliminating the provision of cars for players. So no more free cribs, no more free whips. You got to figure it out on your own. You better get you an Airbnb. They say, go get you an Airbnb and a rental from Enterprise. I don't know. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. Retirement benefits. Among the possible benefits for retiring or retired players, the sides have discussed a one-time payment for former players with a certain number of years of service. However, the amount to be tendered is under negotiation. The WNBPA is also seeking a medical benefit for uninsured retired players. Minimum facility standards, staffing requirements. The WNBPA has proposed a series of requirements for teams involving their facilities, including private practice facilities access, various locker room and training spaces. The league has not engaged with the union's proposal about uniform team standards across practice facilities, including private locker rooms and weight rooms. The sides have engaged in productive discussions about team staffing requirements, standardizing a minimum number of staffers, including strength and conditioning coaches, athletic trainers, doctors, and others. So everybody's not, all these owners aren't about to jump and buy new practice facilities and all that, but the least they can do is have the proper staff in place. Non-birthing parental leave. The current CBA doesn't include a leave policy for non-birthing parents. However, throughout negotiations, the WNBPA and league have exchanged proposals about parental leave for non-birthing parents. The league's latest proposal allows non-birthing parents 1 week of paid parental leave. It is unclear what the union's counterproposal includes. expanded season footprint. Now, this is a major thing. The league proposed starting training camps as early as mid-March. In its most recent proposal, the current CBA allows the league to begin training camp as early as April 1st, but it has never opened camps before mid-April under the present CBA. Several scheduling conflicts could arise if the league moved up the training camp start date. Though the unrivaled season ends by mid-March, some international professional leagues, including EuroLeague and potentially Project B, will be impacted. The WNBA has not included a concrete exclusivity clause in its proposal, but some around the league see the potential footprint adjustment as a step toward exclusivity. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelberg has previously expressed caution about moving up the season start date. Still, she has said she's open to extending the season into November. So this negotiation is crazy. Mandatory combine, WNBA combine, moving the season up. So that means the people in Project B wouldn't be able to make it back in time. They would have to decide. No more housing and free cars. It's a lot going on. The WNBPA turned that down. They are still negotiating, but this is crazy. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel.